So there are a few things to take care of this episode before we really get into the meat of it. The first one is something I've been neglecting for a while, and it is the Alien Power Augmenter. This giant behemoth. I managed to finally gather all the necessary resources to put this bitch in a place. Where can I put this thing? Oh, are you kidding me? There's a rock. Okay, let me clear this out. Hold on. There we go. Now that hiccup's out of the way. Bam! Look at it. In its gigantic fucking glory. Yeah, it's got an animation too. So cool. Yeah, it just takes a summer sloop and extracts the power out of it. So you can attach it to a power grid and spikes the energy just like that. So we're sitting at 1625 for some reason, 16250. Why is that fluctuating? I think there's a generator having trouble. I'll have to go figure out what that is. Something I should know. I put up a bunch of geyser generators and tore those down because I really hate fluctuating power. I'd rather be consistent like this, barring this little hiccup that I'll iron out at some point. But yeah, so this is just essentially, I think it's 15% extra power, or 10%, there you go. So it's 10% extra power into the power grid permanently, pretty much. And you can feed stuff into here, which gives it extra juice. Essentially, I think it bumps it from 10% to 30%. So it's useful, but in the grand scheme of things, when you're feeding stuff into it, it's not that useful. What you're putting in is this stuff. Alien Power Matrix. It's not that great. The second thing is this. I got a bunch of these hard drives scanned because there are so many recipes I should probably start using. So we have... That's just silly. Oh, actually, that could be much better because I don't have to worry about plastic. What are the others? Oh, the other one's Caterium and plastic. Oh yeah, this one's way better. So I'm going to get these down to 13, this 13 down to 10, and then I'm going to save it for the next phase because then we can have better recipes for the harder materials to make. Crystal oscillator, that's worse. And this one is Caterium instead of copper. And that's actually better, because then Caterium's super easy to find. If I can just string it from somewhere else, it would be an easy solve. So I want to run through these so that you guys know what I'm getting and what their benefits are. Like, none of these are useful. And neither of these are useful either. Though I think this one might be better. No, it's worse. That's so much worse. And why would I waste fuel on I'm getting the automated wiring, whatever. No, we've already got hard drive scanning. Ooh, turbo fuel. Oh my god, that is so good. Compact coal and just straight up the heavy oil rather than transferring it into regular oil with a byproduct. I can just make turbo fuel. That is so good. It's actually less fuel. It requires, so at the top you can see turbo fuel it was required 6 regular fuel and 4 compact coal. This is only 5 heavy oil and 4 compacted coal. Oh, but it comes out to only 4 instead of 5. It's still it's even got a better production rate, 30 a minute compared to 18.75 a minute. So this is just a way better recipe no matter how you look at it. Holy shit. And that's why I do these, because sometimes you get gold. I'm not sure about this one though. It's no different. Actually no, it's better, because it's just an extra step in the creation of steel for a faster craft rate. So it's less overall iron and less overall coal for a faster production rate, meaning this one's way better. I hate that it closes out of the MAM when I do that. This is worse. This is also worse. Ooh. Ooh, that's... I think that's still better. Because... And it's faster. Because plastic cable and circuits is a lot more to craft than just oscillators and circuit boards. Oscillators are pretty easy to make, and so are circuit boards. So it's less plastic overall, which is so much better. And this means with all the stuff I have, I can reconfigure certain things to make it less messy. Neither of these are useful. Neither of these are useful either. I'm taking the quick wire. At least the quick wire is probably faster production rate. Oh, this one could be better. Nope, it's worse. Actually, no, it's way better because it massively increases the production rate of steel pipes. Yeah, I'm getting that one. So the important thing to look at is not just what it takes to build, but also the production rate for the cost. So for these steel plates, so these bolted iron plates, instead of being 16 and 12, it's 18 and 50. And it's 15 a minute instead of 5 a minute. Let me do some math on this real quick, because I believe that's the exact same fucking thing. It's just shortening the time. So 16 times 3? It's 48. Oh no, it's cheaper. Oh no, sorry, it's 6 times 3. Oops. 6 times 3 is 18. Yeah, so it's the exact same thing. The only thing that's more expensive is the nails, so that is worse. Compared to these beams, which are worse. Okay. Smart plating, that's worse. It requires more materials for a slightly faster production. Let's get the steel rods. That can be useful. Okay, I'm going to cut the rest of this out because I don't want to be going through the rest of these. Okay, well this is the last one, and I just found a fucking banger of a recipe. So 25 a minute for steel pipes. It's 5 per craft, but it's 20 iron ingots. So it's 25 a minute, which is already faster than 20 a minute for a much, much, much easier way to craft it. That is so good, and this is why these hard drives are so important to get and scan. Okay, now with that all done, oh yeah, something I should mention, I put everything into the Bluetooth storage, the cloud storage. I also did a bunch of actual just research, so like all these trees are mostly finished. It's mostly stuff I just can't get at the moment. Especially in alien technology, I completely maxed out this tree, so now things get uploaded lightning fast, which is really useful because then it means I can be using things a lot more often without a worry. Now, for the final thing before we move on with this fucking episode, we can finish out Phase 3. It's done. So through the last episode, I reconfigured a bunch of stuff and did a bunch of preparation. As you notice, my power was way higher than it was at the end of the last episode because I made another power factory. So now, through all that wasted time,
welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to tiers 7 and 8
aluminium and aerial transport and nuclear
power. You should just go
so
look
good.
At the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues.
You're calling me a monkey?
Which,
it's
I
racist.
Don't think you need a reminder about project parts.
God, nuclear pasta.
Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput?
I do not.
Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers.
I guess I'm a good employee then, because I do a bunch of work off camera. Because a lot of it is just sitting around and management. Like, it took me forever to manage these trains because they kept running into each other. Oh yeah, I should actually... There we go. I always forget I have to actually watch this bit. Shoot it. There we go. Yeah, tiers 7 and 8 are now available. I still love that it pulls tension on this thing and then just that tiny motion shoots it all the way into the upper orbit. Sorry, lower orbit. Look at this. It doesn't look like it's adding much, but even the stuff that it does add adds technically so much. I just realized Ada was
Phase 3
speaking.
of project assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation.
Fuck you, Ada.
It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
Phase 4 is a bit of a bitch. You guys know what we're building yet? Does this look at all familiar? Do you know what it is? I do, but I'm not telling you. So yeah, the next stuff is a lot. Nuclear pasta will take forever. It's just really slow, and it requires a lot of materials. Bauxite, we can finally get aluminum running, and Mark V conveyor belts. Oh, how glorious that day will be. And a hazmat suit, so we can actually handle uranium. Oh, wait, that's here. There it is. Nuclear power, uranium. We've already seen a few uranium deposits. I also have electromagnetic rods already, but we don't use them currently because we don't need them. Yeah, particle enrichment. Particle accelerator. So that's fun. We have a long way to go. But for any future like phase items, we're going to be building elsewhere, because having constant transports from one place to another is very much causing me to fuck things up. I had to optimize train outputs a lot, and it took a lot of adjusting. However, this is a very useful way to transport one thing to another, because it's essentially a train, except it doesn't require tracks, and it has less inventory, and requires fuel instead of electricity. So for now, we got to work on bauxite refinement, which I believe we can actually finish off right now because I have all the materials. Heavy frames. What else did it need? Computers, which we have in here. 50, 100. We have motors. I know we do, because I've spent so long fucking dealing with these little shits. I think that's enough. And some rubber. I think that's already all of it. Yep, there we go. Easy. We already had it ready.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined into aluminum products.
We don't
a multi-step
need
process.
a hover pack. They're not
Considering
that
your
useful.
Past achievements, you should have the minimum required
This is
skill
very
to
useful.
overcome these new production challenges. If it helps, many others have done this before, so if you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
Ah, that's right, I can't put these in yet. Damn. Let me grab out the iron plates though. I need 600 of these fucking things. And then we need aluminium, which we do not have currently building. So aluminium's a little bit, aluminum, however the fuck you want to say it, is a little bit more confusing, a little bit more difficult. Oh shit, that's right. I have a refinery in here. God damn it. Okay. So let's see, bauxite. I'm pretty sure there's bauxite over this way actually. Yep, right here. Actually, it's literally right here. And there's more deposits over there. Yeah, so bauxite is right here. This is the one I used for the end of my first playthrough, and it was all I needed. It'd probably be good to have more later down the line, but for now, this is a perfect amount. Put a miner down here. And because we have facilities set up so close, it's not all that difficult to just run something down here. I gotta do one of these. Oh yeah, I unlocked Power Pole Mark IIs, so they're way more useful. I'm just gonna place this here, so it's not clipping. And then, how am I gonna do this? Because the way bauxite works is it requires a refinery. The fucking creature's in the way. Okay. So here we go. It requires aluminium scrap and aluminium solution. God, fucking words are so hard. Hello, buddies. Mind if you fuck off? Here, let me place a couple of these at your feet. No, don't walk away. It's a present. That killed one of them. Damn. That's disappointing. Okay, so yeah, it requires aluminium scrap, so it turns alumina solution and coal into scrap and water, which you can feed out and either turn into something else or just turn it, put into a buffer. Or you can package it and put it into the rewards program. And you make alumina solution from bauxite, which also creates the byproduct of silica. So it's a lot of shit to deal with. It becomes very, very annoying. And then to make actual aluminium that you can use, you gotta feed it into one of these to make... Not one of these, you need to feed it into one of these to make... No? Wait, what? Fuck off, guys. I'm in the middle of something. Oh my god, you think they're dead? Yep. Fucking destroyed. Oh my god, that was way more... I got 4 of them. That was way more effective than I thought it would be. I should have just used this. This is a lot of ammo. Hold on, I'm having a complete blank on how to actually get... Oops. How to get this. Foundry, that's it. It's a foundry. You put it into a foundry with silica and aluminum. So you need to make this and use a byproduct of this and the main product of this to combine them together to make aluminium. It's super messy. And really pretty sure you can't even make it with just a refinery because you need a water source, right? Yeah, you need a water source to convert the bauxite into alumina solution to then feed into another one, which then spits out more water. It's a fucking nightmare. So I'm gonna get this set up and then I will meet you guys back here. Okay, so I've spent way longer than I would like to admit setting this up. It's a little bit of spaghetti with a bunch of stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks, but I've had to split my bauxite production in 2 because this is a real oh, I just realized this is using 300. This only outputs 240. Oops, I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute. So I've had to split this up because the rate at which things are produced is astronomically uneven. So 450 water per minute, 300 bauxite a minute, for 300 alumina a minute, and 125 silica a minute. Now this uses a lot more silica than it does, sorry, a lot less silica than it does aluminium and scrap, which is not very useful. So I have to run this at a lower speed. It has to, wait, this is too high. There we go, 112. Yep, for 125, perfect. So I need to run less silica output than input. So it's using less silica than it's producing. And yep, so the aluminium scrap is 240 a minute, which already is not enough, for 120 coal a minute, which is, that's fine. But the aluminum scrap is 360 a minute! It's so much scrap! I don't need that much. What I need is the silica, mostly. So I'm gonna leave this the way it is right now, but what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to find some quartz and run some silica down into here. Now, I know this isn't the same location we were just at, and that's because I have a website that tells me resource nodes, and this bauxite one that I have is pure rather than normal. So it'll give me, oh my god, that's 1,300 meters away. And that one's 1,500, 1,600, Jesus. Actually, that could be useful. I could use, when I get drones, I could just have that transporting quartz over here. Or silica, because I just make it there and then transport it here. Which would be incredibly useful because then I don't need to worry about the direct output of silica from these things. Because the biggest problem with that is managing the output of resources compared to your use of silica and aluminium, and it's never going to add up. And the leftover water doesn't matter because you can't really feed it back in if it's not producing enough. If it's not taking enough to produce what it needs. So it's 300 minute, I need to put it at 600. Perfect. Oh my god, that's so quick. I mean, I don't need it at 600, but having it at 600 makes it safe. Means I don't have to worry about coming back and optimizing it later. But for now, we have aluminium sheets coming into here, being made by these. I got 2 of these running. Why are you paused? Because you have no silica, of course. Because no silica can be made, because this doesn't have enough room. I'm just gonna kill that. Something I might also have to do is... Ooh. Ah, it's an output. I'm gonna need another merger here. Maybe... I need to think about this. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another awesome sink right here, and this is gonna be even more spaghetti. What I mean by spaghetti is just conveyor belts running on top of conveyor belts that are running on top of conveyor belts. Like they just clip through each other like this, and it's really gross and doesn't look very nice. But having it run like this means any spare aluminium scrap will just go straight into the resource sink. Meaning I don't need to worry about any overfill. I'm actually going to change this to a lesser conveyor belt so it's not using as much. 270, 120. That's good. It's foundation. I need this. There we go. Perfect. So now the... Wait. That's the wrong one. It was already right. I fucked that up. Oops. So now hopefully these will be a little bit more automated. This is still struggling with silica. Oh, it's not getting enough alumina solution. Why? What are you struggling with? Water. I see. So this is another crux of an issue. So because I only have this one water generator powering both of those machines, I need another one set up somewhere else, which is why I came here. So that it's right here, ready for ease of use, and I can just plop this bitch into there, and then boom, it's automatically mixed into both. Hopefully. I hope that, oh wait, I need to actually power it. And I'm going to also, oh, it's already got things in it, perfect. I don't need to worry. Because it's using, I think, 300 water a minute. Is that right? Oh, 450. Oh, shit. So I need to lessen this and lessen this. Even then, that's too much. I need to get that down to 300. Okay, so they're both too much. Because it's 300, 600 a minute, meaning my maximum is 600, meaning this is as high as I can get it, realistically speaking. Which means these need to be turned down so they're only using 75 silica a minute. Which means goodbye to this. I might actually pause production of this to let silica build up. Actually, no, I won't, because after this episode I'm gonna work on quartz and getting that sent here. So that way we don't have to worry about things going a little cattywampus with, why are you, oh, aluminium, that's why. Yeah, so that way I don't have to worry about, how things are, being managed here with inputs and outputs, because I'm not good at that. What's my power looking like? Oh, it's actually really steady. Perfect. Okay, well, I'm gonna head back to the, hub, and I will see you then. Ah, I see you finally caught up. I'm just putting the last pieces in for Logistics Mark 5. Woo. So now we have access to these beautiful pieces of technology.
To the conveyor belt and lift
they are
5.
780 resources a minute compared to 480, so it's an increase of 300 resources a minute. We've also got some new hard drives that aren't very good.
Relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm
actually,
here.
this one's pretty good. It uses more... it uses concrete instead of nails, which is really good. But it uses more steel pipes and encased industrial beams and more reinforced modular frames. Honestly, I think that one's better. Better than what I have, at least. And finally, I'm hoping I can get a different aluminium production recipe. Please give it to me. Fuck. I didn't get it. I don't need any of these automated miner, because that's going to be useful later. But what we're moving on to next will be probably... I don't need hazmat suit yet. It just lets me go near radiation without taking any damage. However, this is also useless. Oh, actually, no, it's not, because it's the blender. Ooh, I'll have to consider that one. What I want is aeronautical engineer. Oh, I need to do control system development. Damn it, because I need this radio control unit to make, or to get the thing I need. Fuck. So close to perfection. Alright, well, I'm going to wait for that to finish up and do some other resource management. Actually, I just realized in sulfur, I should... Huh? Do I already have this? No? How do I get this then? That's aluminium, isn't it? I thought that was made of aluminium. Do I get it elsewhere? That's a really useful piece of technology. Where do I get that? Ah, there we go. Advanced aluminium production. This is an incredibly useful one as well because we get the well pressurizer, which is... I've seen it before, I think, and I've pointed it out. It's basically those giant cracks in the ground that have bits of stuff pouring out of it. You put one of these down and a few of these resource well extractors, and you just get a shit ton of extra materials. Nitrogen gas. Why would I ever need that? Oh, it's alternative transport, that's right. God, there's so much to do. So, I'm debating on whether doing any nuclear power, because it is absolutely nightmarish to get to work. Because you need to make all of this stuff. So you need electromagnetic rods and encased uranium cells to put in to make a uranium fuel rod, which you put into a nuclear power plant, which then spits out radioactive waste, which you then need to use. You need to make into non-fissile uranium so you can actually dispose of it. It's a fucking nightmare to manage, and I couldn't manage it before, so I just had a long line of storage containers just filling up with radioactive material. But the good thing is, this one piece of technology increases energy generation by like 1200 on its own, or something crazy like that. It's insanely useful. To be fair, this thing though, this on its own, the particle accelerator, uses like 1200 on its own. Well, anywhere between 100 and 1200, I believe. But this right now is what I'm most looking forward to. It requires packaged fuel, which we already have, and we can already transport to go from one place to the other. But if I can... basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the packaged turbo fuel I already have, put it into a drone port to then send out to other drone ports to then fuel. It's going to be really messy at first, but as long as I get it started, that's what matters, and I can have it transporting constantly. I can have one drone transporting to the mall to fill them up. And good thing is, I don't have to worry about collisions. The only thing I have to worry about is waiting. I can also put these in my inventory now. Oh hey, what do you know? The drone's back. And it's full. Okay, cool. These I can fill up on. I don't... Oh yeah, I've already got a few electromagnetic rods, fused things, and a bunch of other shit that I don't need at the moment. So we're actually in pretty good standing overall. Perfect, this thing's back. Oh, I actually need these cases now. Oops. Yoink. So that's 400 of these. What do I need? Computers and plastic. Which we do have. Computer... 200. Fuck me. It's almost my entire repertoire. Repertoire was not the right word, but you get the point. I hope, at least. There we go. Now we have control system development. What does that one give me again? I already forgot.
Milestone reached.
Right,
Several
radio control
parts
units.
more efficient
These
and
things.
powerful than the
Can't believe
human
I can make
brain
them
can
here.
now be made to compensate for many deficiencies
super
otherwise
computers.
encountered in future development
These
efforts.
fucking things.
The blender enables you to mix and or
Oh, yeah, the
combine
blender!
parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly,
There it is.
project part number 6,
thing is
the assembly
massive.
director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
I'm actually gonna get rid of the foundry because it's got fuck all things in it. But the blender is forever useful. So this thing mixes both liquid and solid to make into a new item, like a battery. Oh, I genuinely didn't know that the battery was made for drones. Oh shit, I had no idea. Well, that's good to know. So in my old playthrough, I was using just turbo fuel. And another item you get after you get turbo fuel. But right now, we need these radio control units. They are invaluable. And what should we work on next? Not the hover pack. Aeronautical engineering. Just put that shit in. Oh, I can't make them yet. Oh, right. That's why, because I need this. I completely forgot. I'm actually going to put my Mercer spheres in dimensional storage. Just so I don't ever have to come back to fucking get them, because it's so annoying. But I think I'm just about done with this episode, because I have been recording for a while, because that aluminium production took for fucking ever to set up. Honestly, I'm just really happy that we're finally making new progress. Fuck! I could have set it up down there. At least aluminium production would then be near something. And then I have my coal that I need running right there instead of spanning, like, just cutting it off down there or mining copper from all the way over there. I could just lead it down here. Fuck, that would... You know what, I might actually do that in my spare time because that's a body of water and it's right next to other things I produce. So it'll be perfect placement for it. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Well, in my spare time, I'm going to move my aluminium production from over there to over here. Fuck! I didn't think of that. I hope you guys are starting to understand what I mean when I say this is where shit gets rough. I'm also going to show off the Mark 5s in a minute. The new conveyor belts. Oh, these are still Mark 4s. There we go. Now they're Mark 5s. Yeah, look, we're still producing shit. There you are. Nope. No, that's foundation. It went right through it. God damn it. Perfect. And now my aluminium casings, the very few that I have, are being shoved into here. Oh my god, you can see it whipping. Look how fast that is. If I replace all of these. Look how quick that is. I can go so... Oh my god, that's so quick. There is another tier as well, I will add. Holy shit, that's so fast. It's been a while since I've used these. So I haven't touched any of my other saves since I started this one. I mean, you can't actually run against this one. It just always pushes you back. I am sprinting. I cannot move against it. The Mark 4s you can. Because, like... Oh, you can't. I thought you could. No, you can. Yeah, you can move against the Mark 4s. You can't move against the Mark 6s. Woo. Cool, let's see what this ma'am has for me, and then we'll end the episode here. Scan. Motherfucker, just crystal oscillators? And he uses a more advanced material. Fuck off. Hell no. Fine, quick wire cable. At least it's kind of useful. Oh wait, I should start another one. I'll be honest, I just got completely sidetracked there for a second and did a little bit more stuff. Okay, I'm ending this episode here, otherwise I'm going to get distracted and keep playing. I thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of this madness that's about to begin in Phase 4 in the comments, because genuinely I really do want to know, even though the series isn't going to any comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We upload daily around here. Or you can just join the Discord down in the description. Join the fun, join the conversation, and have a little bit of a say in what we do around here. This madness is only going to get worse. And it's going to happen next week. That's going to be it from me. I thank you very much for your patronage.